Hi, I'm Rachel, Pharaoh's Education Manager, and today I'm with Tamara, Pharaoh's Facilities Director, and volunteers Chris and Justin to do a beach seine at Hollywood Beach. First, let's look at the tools we'll use for our seine. Most importantly, we have our seine net. This net is 6 meters, or about 20 feet. At the base of the net, there are weights attached. This helps keep the net tight to the bottom, while the top of the net has floats attached to keep the net from sagging in the water. Chris is collecting buckets of water so we can get any animal we collect back into the water as quickly as possible. We also have a tally sheet so we can document our collection. As part of our scientific collection permit, we have to report every animal we handle. It's time to start the seine, and Chris and Justin are doing the hard work of pulling the net through the water. This takes a bit of time, as you have to go slow enough to make sure the weights stay on the bottom. Otherwise, you won't collect very much. The net is full of algae. To keep everything in the net, Tamara lifts the bottom of the net up to make it easier to pull the net onto shore. Now the real fun begins. Buckets of cold salt water are moved to either side of the net, and everyone starts moving animals from the net into the buckets. Let's take a closer look to see what they're finding. Here, Tamara scoops up a wiggling pipefish to place in the bucket. You can see her use the net to lift some grass shrimp into her hand. The algae is moved one piece at a time to make sure all animals can be found. And under the pile of sea lettuce, we found a Dungeness crab. This feisty young crab is probably 2 or 3 years old and is going to skip the buckets and be directly returned to the harbor. Look, a shiner perch can be seen swimming across the net. Chris is pointing out some pipefish that are hiding next to the algae. He's going to use a net to carefully scoop the 3 pipefish up. Now that all the animals have been collected, Tamara goes through each bucket to identify all the animals while I record on our tally sheet.
1, 2, 3, 4 pinpoints. A young sculpin and a tube snout.
After each animal is counted, they get sorted into one bucket that is taken back to Pharaoh, and the other bucket is released back to the harbor. Back at Pharaoh, we can get a better look at some of the animals we collected. This decorator crab has glued pieces of sea lettuce to the back of its shell. It also has some penpoint gunnels curled up next to his legs. We'll have to do some more looking at this young flatfish to identify its species. We collected a number of these silver-spotted sculpins. These sculpins have transparent sections on their fins and silver spots down their sides to help them camouflage in the kelp that they live in. These tube snouts have already been moved into the eelgrass exhibit. Tube snouts are frequently mistaken for pipefish due to their similar body shape, but are actually more closely related to sticklebacks. These tube snouts were quick to find the brine shrimp and mysis shrimp that we put in for feeding. Watch closely as they snap up these tiny shrimp. These 3-spined sticklebacks have also already been moved onto exhibit, named after the 3 distinct spines seen here down their back. Thank you for watching our beach seine video. Hope to see you next time.